Hi, welcome back to my channel, Cancer. As promised, I'm doing your video first because that good customer service. So I am using a new deck this time for this reading. This is for the third week of September, starting on the 18th, I believe, of September, throughout that whole week. So divine higher power of positivity, please connect me with Cancer's highest self, their ancestors, their spirit guides, their angels, all the high vibrational spirits that want what's best for Cancer. Thank you so much for taking the time to ensure a clear message for Cancer is being delivered tonight. Please let me know what you have in mind for Cancer for this upcoming week of September, third week of September. And I should note that this is I'm gonna take out my heart chakra deck. So, I love it. If you guys want, I'll link the cards in the description. I just have to remember. If I don't remember, please comment, harass me, or Google it, whichever. So right now I have, wow, this is actually quite interesting that I'm noticing so far. Starts with number 1. It says clarity of belief. 2 is sacral chakra, and then 11 is detached. But if you think about it, it's 2 ones, and 1 and 1 is 2, you know? So it's giving this energy, you know, because 1 in numerology is all about, I believe, well, at least in my opinion, I believe that it's like the new beginnings, right? Because 9 is endings, 1s are new beginnings, and 2s, they say, are alignments. But I feel like the reason why it's alignment is because it's mirroring you, right? So that's a really good thing. And then same thing for 11. I feel like, you know, 1 and 1, it's mirroring each other. So it does feel like this new opportunity and alignment is coming into your path. So I just have to say that before I got onto the message. But okay, so clarity of belief, it just feels like you are feeling very firm in yourself and your beliefs. It feels like you're letting go of the influence, outside influence. You're looking within for guidance and for acceptance and love. Same thing here. You see, he's letting go. He's detaching from the outside world. He's going inward for that guidance, which is really good because nobody knows you better than yourself. So if you're taking advice from somebody, you're probably not going to listen to them, because although it's helpful and it gives you perspective, but it's the perfect amount of perspective that lets you reflect on why you would not take their advice and make the same choices that they did. Because if you wanted to live a life like theirs, you would take their advice, right? And then also, because of it just has like these detached, right? This says clarity of belief. Like you just got confirmation of something, right? But you got it from looking within. And so what's interesting with the sacral chakra is usually I feel like the chakra that has the most, that we're attached, that has more of those possessive qualities, is the root chakra. And because I feel like you're moving out of that and you're going up into a new space in that sacral energy. So let's talk about what else they can expect for the upcoming week. They're working through that. Flow, yeah, going with the flow. You see how it's orange? Just like chakra. And what's also interesting is that the base root chakra is red. So yeah, you're definitely aligning yourself. What? Sorry, had a work call that I had to tend to. But anyways, I forgot where I was at. I just remember that you're working through this new energy, which I love for you, by the way. Okay. What else can Cancer expect? Daydreams and decisions, huh? Oh, I also, by the way, I don't do reversals. If I haven't mentioned that, I don't do reversals. So, okay, it looks like you have some options here. Imbalance. Bring yourself into alignment. Yeah, you have a choice right now. It looks like you're making the right choices leading up to this, but universe definitely wants you. Sorry, I just need to ignore my boss. He's texting me. It wants you to align your energy, right? Because if there's too much or too little of an energy, you know, you kind of feel torn. You know, you don't feel whole. You feel like there's parts of you that are missing. And the universe is slowly have you work through this alignment, which I love. Nurture. Okay, I love nurture. What did you go through? It kind of feels like it started off as it felt good, put it that way. It felt like refreshing that you were coming into this alignment. But now that we kind of go into it, it feels like a little depressing, like it was hurting. But nurture is all about, oh, I see. Yeah, you got the root chakra here too. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. You are healing some of these wounds. That sounded weird. Wounds. From your root chakra here. And it looks like you're not, when I think of root chakra, like imbalances, I always think of like toxic relationships, because it's all about surviving. It's like, you know, you're just living paycheck to paycheck, or, you know, you're barely getting by somehow by the grace of God, but really you shouldn't be. Not that you don't deserve to be, but just based on your circumstance, it's like, how the hell are you even doing that? But lost my train of thought. Oh, but you've worked through it, essentially. I really, really lost my train of thought, but you know what? That's okay. I want you to work through this, and you are working through it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do, because I was feeling confident and then my boss messaged me. I'm gonna do a second spread just for you, Cancer babes. Who doesn't love an extra confirmation? So yeah, divine higher power, let's confirm what this upcoming week is. What should they really expect now? All right, you're taking control of this. You're taking control of your life right now. You're reclaiming your power. See that? This is the Six of Cups, by the way. Usually Six of Cups reminds me of like nostalgia, but you know, like right here, it's family, but this could be him growing into a man, you know, and he's got this book. You see how it lights up of infinite information, and he's got the sun supporting him, supporting this family, and right here too. You see that? His shadow self is right there. They've come together. The seen and unseen, they're literally working together. That childhood trauma that generation, literally it feels like a generational curse you just broke. Like you just broke that shit. And you're moving up. And you have faced the darkest sides of you, and you're working together through this. You're healing your inner child. Wow, and you're confronting your ego. You're calling yourself out, babe. That takes a lot. All right. It says move. However, you see how it's two hands and their energy is manifesting this love, and they have this bond securing them. I always see this as a divine bond. Like this is the universe supporting you. This is yours and this divine partner's energy manifesting love. So typically I see this as, because it's a man and a woman's hand in the image. So it's the divine masculine, divine feminine energy. So you could be coming into a relationship, marriage at that. You're manifesting love, that's for sure. You're manifesting this love in abundance. Whatever you're manifesting here, I'm showing it's love, but it feels like love. The universe supports it. Whether it's actually with a person or it's self-love, okay? And it's divinely supported and it's actually coming your way. So, we love that. Giving and receiving. You see the different colors? There's the chakras. There's the chakras, babe. You're literally coming into alignment. You have worked really hard for this. Wow. Strengthening bonds. This is the Ace of Pentacles. So, Ace of Pentacles, like this is Six of Pentacles, by the way. But since it's a heart chakra deck, it translate the messages a little differently, but which is fine because I think it's meant to portray. Sorry, that's my boss hand. Portray exactly as it is. So technically, with this being an Ace of Pentacles, usually the Ace of Pentacles is where life is handing you a gift on a silver platter because you deserve it, because they love you, because you're amazing. And with it strengthening this bond, I see this for yourself. You're learning to trust yourself. After all that you've been through, learning to say, hey, you know what? I know better this time. I'm not going to make those same mistakes. I'm worthy of love. I am worthy of forgiveness. I'm worthy of these new opportunities. I'm worthy of abundance. I'm worthy of money. I'm worthy of the lifestyle and everything I've dreamed of and I've worked hard for. I'm tired of working my ass off and getting nothing in return because I let people treat me like shit. You're tired of it. You're tired of them walking all over you. And because you're no longer tolerating that energy, you're manifesting and attracting the things that are meant for you. Do you have anything to clarify this message for me? Yeah. Control. You're taking control of your life, finally. And you have control of the situation, too. If it isn't a love situation, you have the power. This is really good because I remember your message, your reading that I did before this, for the second week of September. It was saying that you can either choose to start a new cycle of love, or you can go back to the same old cycles. And the universe was implying that you would choose love, and it looks like you did choose love. And I'm really happy for you, because you were given the space now to be free. This also, this is the Two of Wands, but just based on this card alone, where it says spread your wings, it always feels like it's freedom, right? And although it looks like no, I was gonna say, because this always, at least I interpret it sometimes as like you're free from a relationship, or you're free from some kind of restrictions and chains. But after I looked at this, I think this is from that childhood trauma, or that family, or that negative toxic person's situation in your life was chaining you. Well, except the crazy thing is that you, originally they chained you to them, and they blamed you, and they just dumped everything on you, emotionally dumped on you and projected onto you. And then finally at a certain point, you kind of, I don't know what happened, after you've been conditioned to it, they gave you the keys, and you battled with yourself on whether or not you should take off your chains. You battled that because you felt guilty, because it's giving Stockholm syndrome. Is that what it's called? Stockholm syndrome? Where you like have a sense of compassion for your captor or whatever. That's what it feels like. Like you were bound by chains to your past, to your upbringing, to your family, to that friend, to that ex person, to that job. It just felt like they were holding you back, and it was killing you, honestly. It was killing you. It was probably really messing with your health, if not your physical health, your mental health, definitely your finances. So it was draining you, and you fought yourself. You fought the shadow self on whether or not you were the bad person for walking away and deserving more. You felt guilty about it. They conditioned you after all they did to you. They made you feel like you were the problem, and that you caused this, and that you needed to carry that burden of pain that they projected onto you. No. Not anymore. No, you cut that toxic shit out. And I'm so happy for you, and I'm glad that you did, okay? Because you deserve love. You deserve alignment. You deserve happiness. I'm actually really happy for you. You know how hard it is? Some people, they go to therapy for like a long time, and they don't even accomplish this, So I don't know if you went to therapy, or if it took a song or a conversation, you watched a movie or something on YouTube, or on the radio, or you were eavesdropping, something. You read a book, and it clicked for you that what toxic situation you were in was actually unhealthy, and that you deserved more, and you finally got the confidence to walk away. The universe said, oh my gosh, thank God, we've been trying so hard to tell you to take off those chains. We tried, and we couldn't get you to do it because you felt guilty. Babe, there's no reason for you to feel guilty. Oh, it makes me want to cry for you. Elephant. Oh, you will overcome any obstacles. You know how hard that is? I don't know what you went through, but it sounded painful. I have kangaroo here. It says, gratitude, be grateful for all that you were blessed with. You were out of it. Those dog days are over. The clouds are gone. The sun is shining. Do you have any advice, higher power? This is my wisdom deck. I'm not crying, I swear. It's your energy I'm feeling. It's not mine. Cancer, you're the emotional one, not me. Yes, I'm gaslighting you. Okay, so what message do you have? Wow. Okay. Yeah, figured. I thought a little razzle dazzle will come out. Okay. Offer up gratitude. It really meant that. It wants you to be grateful. Yeah, it hurts. You can reflect on all that pain, but you're not in it anymore. That's not you. You don't identify with it. It's not attached to you. It doesn't control you anymore. That is just a story that you experienced. That does not define you, okay? Have patience. Your manifestations are coming, okay? Lotus flowers, they only come from muddy, dirty ass ponds, okay? Some of the most beautiful things come from the ugliest of places, okay? Darkest of places at that. Study to know yourself. I feel like this is the time for you to actually get to know yourself, because you were not allowed to be authentic before. You were just trying to survive. You were not focused on who you were, what your interests were, your hobbies, you know, the things that motivate you and get you excited about life. You didn't have an opportunity to experience that, or at least focus on those things. So this is like, you have a new opportunity to start a relationship with yourself and figure out what it is that you like, what you deserve, and what makes you happy, which is beautiful, by the way. Not a lot of people have that opportunity. I'm sure, as you know, because you didn't have that opportunity for a long time. But seek counsel. There are people around you in that lotus flower who have been in that same dirty place, dark place as you, and they know. I don't know why, like, domestic violence came up in my head, which is probably why I feel like crying, but it's just like such a dark place. It just, like, that whole thing just felt like very dark. Now, you may have not gone through something that dark, but it felt that intense. But the point is that only those grow from the darkest of places and the dirtiest of places, okay? And there are other people there who are struggling, who have struggled, who know exactly what you're going through. Look for a support group. There are people there who care about you and your well-being, who completely understand what you've been through and how to proceed forward without self-harm and self-sabotage. Because when you're conditioned like that for a long time, it's really hard to not self-sabotage, you know, and self-harm. You don't know how to accept happiness. It's tough. So I don't blame you if you're struggling to accept this abundance, but the universe is telling you it's time. So take what you can and run. I mean, if somebody offered you $1 million, you're not going to say no. Would you feel guilty about it? Yeah, because you feel like, what did you do to earn this? Why do you deserve it? You existing, period. That's why you deserve it. That's why you earned it. So if that isn't enough for you, then you can make up an excuse. Go write yourself a permission slip for it to be a good enough reason, but you don't need one, okay? You're too old for that. You've learned, you know that you deserve everything and more because you exist, period. No other reason, okay? So Cancer, I hope that you have a blessed week. Stay positive, and join any support groups if you need them, because there are people out there who understand what you've gone through, okay? So like, comment, subscribe. You do not have to tell me some of the darkest things that you've been through if you're not comfortable with it, but I would like to connect with you guys and understand where you're resonating with my message. So have a great rest of your week, and I will speak to you guys soon. Okay, love you.